Welcome to the Pandemonium Witches podcast, where the ADHD has just a touch of the tism, where the true crime is just as scary as the hauntings and unsolved cases, and the hosts never stay on topic for long. I'm Kat.
I'm Rachel.
I'm Em.
And I'm Meg.
We are the Pandemonium.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's
reversed today. I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted too.
I know, but you look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and for once, I'm like, I need the essence of practically. We don't do ladies and germs, but ladies and gadies. Jesus Christ.
But some days we understand the appeal.
Listen.
All the energy.
20-year-old me was doing a quadruple major and a quadruple minor, finishing up my BA and my AA at the exact same time while on narcotics. And Josh is still confused on why I don't want to go back to college. And it's like, well, the reason I got addicted in the first place was because of people that we know and because of school, because I was also working 3 full-time jobs and taking care of Brittany and going to school full time. So taking a full 30 course load, not 30 courses, 30 credits. So that was loads of fun.
Yeah, I got diagnosed with ADHD in college, and so I understand that. I had an addiction to energy drinks, and
you've gotten better.
Yes. Instead of the monsters that have the screw tops, and I would drink like 2 of them in a day, I now just drink a normal size pop top. One.
Yep. Just one.
A day.
Just one.
But on top of doing the screw top monsters, I was also drinking soda, and I had ADHD 12-hour meds I was also on.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I gave myself a heart murmur.
I mean, my doctor's surprised for how many drugs that I was on in high school and college that I haven't had a heart attack or a heart murmur. Right. I have to agree, like 100%. But it's kind of funny because I'm literally like going through all my things and he's like, "Oh, you're sober. Congratulations." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." And he's like, "How long you been sober?" And I'm like, 5 years on alcohol, 20 plus on narcotics. Like I won't even go under anesthesia or anything like that unless absolutely necessary.
Right.
And he's like, "What if you're in pain?" Tylenol.
Motrin.
Motrin. I will barely... She can even tell you, Rachel can tell you, I don't even, if I can avoid it.
Right.
I don't take it. But enough of that shit. I woke up at 5 to my darling husband kissing me goodbye because I had to go meet the vampires today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She found my vein and she goes, "Those are some sexy veins right there." I was like,
love it.
Really?
I mean, she's probably seen some crap veins too.
Yeah, she felt my arm up. Like, you know, I was like, "At least buy me dinner first." Shoot. My word. But
yeah, I usually try to make sure that I hydrate really good before going and seeing them, just so that way I can try to make it an easier stick as possible for them, because my veins are already small and they roll. At least if I'm well hydrated, it might make them a little bit more visible.
Well, I mean, you also don't have the terrible veins that... Who has it? Is it Shauna? I can't remember which one of our friends has it. Her veins roll.
Yeah, mine do too.
Yeah, I am so sorry. That sucks.
It does.
It's like bullshit.
Moms are even worse. So it runs in our family because granddad had them too, but he didn't have the tiny veins. His just rolled. Mom's has medium sized veins, but hers roll like they like will jump out of the way of the needle.
Have you taken your pills?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me just. Does it work? Yeah! I had to redo all of my music on my soundboard. Hope you like it. It's great. I love it. We have 2 different topics we can pick from today. So I'm going to have Rachel pick a letter and then we'll go from there. Don't forget your water. Oh. Matcha.
I knew I had forgotten something.
Oh, just in time too.
Oh, for the music?
Yeah, I like our new music. It's called Happy Mandolin.
Interesting.
It's fun. I like it. So you get to pick a topic for today. I'm going to give you a letter.
Okay.
C or H.
Had to think about it.
I had to remember like different letters that were in it that aren't in the actual title. So C or H. Oh, we can't do that. That's copywritten.
Sorry, I think the mud daubers are rebuilding their nest that I knocked down last week.
I mean, mud daubers are cute. Little tiny.
They're annoying because they keep hitting the window.
Listen, they want to die early in life.
But no, they're like little carpenter bees. They just kind of bump into the window.
So question, do you want a murder or a haunting?
That's
Is it better?
Haunting.
A haunting. All right. So, because you didn't pick a letter, so we'll just go.
No, sorry, I got distracted.
You're fine because of the stupid mud daubers.
Yes.
So, before we get started, you've taken your meds.
Yes.
You have your hydration station.
Yes.
We already did the music, so guys, that should have been your key to set up your hydration station. You guys should know this by now. We're dehydrated house.
We are dehydrated houseplants.
So we are going to be discussing one of in the top 5 haunted states of the United States. This is ranked as in the top 5.
Interesting.
So Tennessee wasn't bad enough when we discussed it for the, unburying, Indians, which is terrible. You don't touch native mounds. Let us look at Florida, man. That's how you get hurricanes.
I mean, Florida in general, yes.
So today we're going to be talking about the wonderful state of South Dakota.
Okay.
Okay, not expecting that, right?
Not really.
Yeah. I found out it's on the top 10 list and it's battling another state for number 5 spot. So it's head to head right now.
Ooh.
So the capital of South Dakota is Pierre. Its population as of 2022 is 909,000.
Okay.
The state bird is the ring-necked pheasant. So you cannot hunt pheasant in South Dakota.
I mean, the ring-tailed ring-necked pheasant are pretty, so.
They're so pretty. They're also delicious.
Yes, they are.
American pasque flower is the state flower. The abbreviation is SD, and the nickname is known as the Mount Rushmore State.
Because that's where Mount Rushmore is.
So people arrived in South Dakota at least 13,000 years ago. They had Native American tribes such as Cheyenne, Arikara, Ponca, Lakota, and Dakota Sioux. I think I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. 9 native tribes still reside in South Dakota to this day.
Okay.
Dakota is a Native American word. Sioux, I think it's Sioux. Hold on. Now wait. To Google.
Sioux.
Hold on. To Google.
Sioux.
Yeah.
No, it's Sioux. Okay. So the Sioux tribe. All right.
Mhm.
So it comes from the Sioux word, which means friendly or allies. I'm just going to listen. My mic was right here so I could talk, but it was blocking half the fucking screen. Because I'm blind as a bat without these. So. The nickname comes from Mount Rushmore, an enormous sculpture of the faces of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, and Theodore Roosevelt. You know there was supposed to be a fifth.
Yes, but they ended up like running out of money or something.
Yeah. The president's faces are 60 feet tall. Nearly 3 million people visit the state and Mount Rushmore every year. Famous people from South Dakota, such as Tom Brokaw, the newscaster.
Yes.
Sioux Indian chief Crazy Horse, one of your favorite authors, Laura Ingalls Wilder, Calamity Jane, and Dakota Indian chief Sitting Bull.
Okay.
Started in 1948, the Crazy Horse Memorial is still being carved today in the Black Hills. When finished, the statue will be 563 feet high, almost twice as tall as the Statue of Liberty. And Mount Rushmore was originally named after a New York lawyer, Charles E. Rushmore, who was surveying the area in 1885. And it was carved in granite. The whole thing is. That's a lot of kitchen counters.
It very much is.
I know you guys didn't come here for a history episode, so on to the spooky shit. As we do, I like to do alphabetical order.
Of course.
I'm a creature of habit. So first we have the Alex Johnson Hotel. Have you heard about this hotel?
No.
I have, only because of Haley. Because of Hales. So it's located in Rapid City, and the hotel Alex Johnson is in Rapid City. Was built in 1928, 1929 by Alex Carlton Johnson, the vice president of Chicago and Northwestern Railway. Say that 20 times fast. It was designed by Chicago architects Oldfest and Williams. The hotel blends German Tudor revival with like Native American design influences. It's really, really pretty. And I actually have photos.
Okay.
Let me just go to your chat. Because of course I saved photos. So this is the outside of the hotel.
Wow.
It's beautiful. The architecture is like absolutely stunning. No, stop bringing up chat box. Don't play Spotify. My computer is possessed this morning. Okay.
Apparently.
So, reason it has all those influences is because it's so close to Mount Rushmore. It was constructed using native Sioux quartzite, and it's one of the tallest buildings in South Dakota as it's opening and remains the tallest building in Rapid City.
Wow.
Apparently, I have too much salt in my diet. My hands just started swelling.
No.
It's fine. Can't wear my wedding band, but it's fine. The hotel opened on July 1st, 1928, just before Mount Rushmore's carving began, linking it to the landmark. And over the decades, it's hosted numerous notable guests, including but not limited to presidents, celebrities, dignitaries, and artists.
Okay.
Sculptor Gutson Borglum is responsible for Mount Rushmore and was a frequent guest during the monument's creation. So since it's had its unique architectural style, the page just went up, rich history and prominent guests, it's made it a landmark and a hot spot for paranormal activity.
Because otherwise it wouldn't be on here.
Right, yeah, right. So it's renowned for its paranormal activity, and it's got several reported hauntings, including a lady
in white.
In white. So white. The most famous apparition is that of a young bride who allegedly committed suicide from jumping from window 812 in the 1970s. Guests have reported seeing her in a white gown wandering the halls of the 8th floor. Unexplained occurrences from room 812 include dresser drawers being turned upside down and the window opening on its own. Good hate success, yes. Alex Johnson, the hotel's founder, is said to haunt the premises. Why did I read that as premise? I forgot to put an extra S. Ensuring the hotel's operations run smoothly. Staff have reported seeing his apparition, particularly in areas he frequented during his lifetime.
Oh, okay.
So, like probably the bar, the kitchen, his office, that kind of thing. That was my hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, guests have also reported hearing the sound of children's laughter and the pitter-patter of footsteps on the 8th floor. Some have encountered a young girl knocking on doors, only to vanish when they open it. No,
That's terrifying.
Yeah. There's also the Jilted Bride. It tells of a tragic tale involving a bride who hung herself with a telephone cord in her 8th floor room. Again,
the 8th floor.
Listen, her apparition has been seen roaming the hotel, adding to the eerie atmosphere. I'm thinking there's like 12 floors and 8 was like pretty close to the top, or it may just be like 8 floors and it's the penthouse or something, but I didn't look at how many floors it was.
Oh no, I'm going to count.
Okay. You're going to count from the windows?
It looks like there was 9 floors.
Okay. So 8th was probably before you got to suites and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, that's counting from street level
floor?
up.
So... No, so they only had 8 floors. Yeah.
Okay.
So
that would be the top then.
Yeah, it'd be the top floor. So they do have something that you and I both know. Emily will be like, I'm down. They have what's called the Ghost Adventure Package.
Interesting.
For those intrigued by the supernatural, the hotel offers a Ghost Adventure Package, which includes accommodation in a reported haunted room. Yes, folks, there's more than one.
Obviously.
No thanks. I'm good. I'm great. A K2 meter, which is the ghost boxes. A $25 dining credit for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Access to the Vertex Sky Bar, which is on the roof. Free valet parking. And guests can inquire about upgrading to a haunted room upon check-in.
No thanks. If I'm trying to get sleep in a room, I would not like guests. I've slept in a haunted room before. Not fun. Do not recommend.
No? You don't want it?
I don't want it. Emily can go for it all she wants. No. I would like a not haunted room. Thank you very much.
Trying to find the photo. There we go. So next we have the Bullock Hotel, which, as you can see, it's not very big. It's small, it's quaint, it's cute. It was a small hotel established by Seth Bullock, built between 1894 and 1896. He was the area's first sheriff, known as Deadwood.
Okay.
This is where the show Deadwood is based. It's because of this town, which I did a deep dive on that. I didn't mean to, but we can talk about that on a whole new episode if y'all want. I was like, my dad is
down a rabbit hole on that one.
Well, Dad's obsessed with like all things country western, gunslingers and everything. He took me to my first ghost town when I was like 14, 15.
You and your dad going to haunted places as a child.
Listen, he just thought it was great enrichment. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there going, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me. So it's
he thought it was great fun. Meanwhile, you're petrified.
I was, because like ghosts are creepy as it is, but like when you figure out they don't have eyeballs, it just gets worse.
This is true.
So Sheriff Seth, his first business star was named Soul Star. Very much a stripper name. Love it. Love it.
Right.
The hotel was constructed after a devastating fire in 1894 that destroyed most of the town. So the architectural style is like Italian meets Victorian. It has 63 high-end luxury rooms, a large dining room, a grand lobby, and skylights for natural lighting. It's got 2 stories. Where are the skylights? Is it like straight down?
Probably. It's probably in like the middle. For like the dining area.
Probably. As far as modern amenities, because as years go by, you got to update it. It was renovated between 91 and 97, and it offers a casino now, which we'll get to that later, a restaurant, and 28 of its original 63 rooms, providing a blend of historic charm and contemporary comforts. But of course, we got to talk about the hauntings.
Of course. That's why we're here.
So, it's renowned for its paranormal activity, of course. It's also been featured on Bagel Bites show, as well as U.S. Ghost Adventures, which is kind of fun. This is reports from guests and staff, which reviews on Reddit and stuff. The neighbor was revving his engine. So Seth Bullock, the sheriff, his apparition has been reported being seen, often described as a tall man with a cowboy hat and a stern gaze. It's been seen in various areas of the hotel, including the restaurant and, of course, the basement.
It's always the basement.
It's always the fucking basement, man. Unexplained noises and movements have been heard, of course, as most do, because not everybody's a walking Ouija board like yours truly. Common occurrences include lights and appliances turning on and off by themselves. He's still doing it again. Hold on. Don't get me wrong. My neighbor is so nice. However, he's deafer than a damn doornail. And I walk out there and I'm like, hey. He's weed eating right next to my window.
Oh, he's weed eating? So he's not even revving his car.
No, I thought that's what it sounded like because he got a brand new truck. So I thought it was that. Okay. Where were we? Yes. Unexplained noises and movements. So common occurrences include lights and appliances turning off and on by themselves, items moving or being thrown.
Quit throwing things. Unless you bought it, don't throw it.
You're not paying rent? Stop touching my shit.
Exactly.
The one that you hate the most? The sound of footsteps or whistling when no one is present.
I don't have a lot of pet peeves, but that is 2 of them.
Room 211. This room is where Sheriff Seth passed away in 1919. It is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Guests have reported strange anomalies in the photographs, alarm clocks going off when it's unplugged, and shadowy figures appearing in the room.
Yeah, no. No thanks.
Mhm. Also, a lot of kids died here during the smallpox epidemic.
Poor things.
The hotel's basement was converted into a sick ward, as most small towns do. So guests have reported hearing children's laughter, footsteps, and sightings of 2 young girls who vanish when they are approached.
Poor things.
Yeah. At least they still have their eyes.
This is true.
So, I mean, like, even though it was a illness, they
weren't murdered?
Yeah. They didn't get tortured to death. That was tart. I need a second. That was disgusting.
Guys, I'm so glad we have video now so you can see the faces you just made.
It was like so I used those sugar-free water mixers because I don't like water because it tastes like air. And
which is a whole nother discussion.
Let's not get on our, autistic ADHD peeves. PD peeves. That's there we go. So I use black cherry, like the limeade stuff,
Yeah,
and sun-kissed pineapple. The 2 together make those little fruit punch drinks I used to get from the ice cream guy. Pretty sure it was black cherry that it was stuck on the straw.
So tart.
You can see all 3 of my goddamn chins. Anyways. And yes, my eye cloth is pink. I have to put that to the side because nobody can see that yet.
Everything is pink. Oh, also, by the way, I love the new chair.
Yeah? My back isn't hurting and making me want to cry.
Yay!
Yay! My husband bought me a chair. Because the one that he bought me, that was the viral fat bitch chair, the crisscross apple the fat chair from TikTok. Yes. That one. I love that chair. I had it for 2 years. Loved it. My back did not.
I mean, it was great if you're just like
doing makeup.
Well, doing makeup, like not spending a lot of time sitting in it, like you were having to do.
I was spending like 12 to 18 hours editing clips. So
right. So now I think that's why it was it had no support. It was very much for a short period of time sitting.
And I put it together and I was like, wow, this looks fucked up. I had the back and the armrests backwards.
Ma'am, did you not read the instructions?
Nope. Do I ever? Between the 2 of us, I do. But my husband is the one that reads the instructions on how to build things. I don't. Because I'm like, what the fuck is it going to tell me? And he's like,
how to put the together correctly?
So, back on topic. Seth's cellar is the basement area. That's where he used to go, like a good portion of the time. It's considered a hotbed of paranormal activity as well as his room. Sorry. Reports include objects moving on their own, cold spots, and a general sense of unease and being watched among visitors.
We good. Oh no!
You know what? Fuck it. He's cutting his lawn. You know what? I don't care. This guy's retired.
It's what I'm doing tomorrow, so I finally have
Listen,
a chance to mow.
do it first thing when you get home because it's supposed to
I'm not
get.
working tonight, remember?
Okay, so do it at like 7 a.m.
I'm
because you
going
don't have
to.
neighbors.
I mean, I
It's supposed to
do, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Fuck those
fuck
neighbors.
them. Fuck them kids.
I can't stand those neighbors. Fuck them.
I mean, I used to
The
love my
ones I
neighbor.
liked left, so
Oh, sad.
it's fine.
Do you want to talk about a haunted opera house?
Sure.
So it's called the Dakota Theater in Yankton. This episode is brought to you by Dakota. So it opened in 1902 as the Yankton Opera House, hosting operas, concerts, and random community events. So like town hall meetings, stuff like that. In 1921, they did a remodel. It became known as the Hess Theater, Hess, which is also the name of a famous star in the silent movies era. They installed a $10,000 pipe organ, chandeliers, and plush, luxurious seating. In 1929, it converted to sound films, renamed it the Dakota Theater, and given its iconic Art Deco facade. Remember, Art Deco is made by elves, not hobbits. What, you don't know the difference between Art Deco and Art Nouveau? Art Nouveau is hobbits. Art Deco, okay, look at Art Deco on your phone while I'm doing this. Ooh, my arm. Look at Art Deco versus Art Nouveau, okay? Just do it. And of course, I'm going to put photos in the middle and everything. But the architect D.W. Rogers later refined his view was refined by Henry A. Rapke in 1946. So of course, it didn't update again until the 1960s. They added a new marquee, a concession stand. They did a facelift for the lobby. And then 87 to 93, it was just closed. It was purchased by a nonprofit and restored as a live performance venue. Today, it's hosting the Lewis and Clark Theater Company. As far as the architectural significance, contributing building in the Yankton Commercial Historic District listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Do you see what I'm talking about? Hobbit? Or no? Did you fall down a rabbit hole again?
Always, but not this time.
Okay. Not this time what?
No, I sent the photo to you.
Ah, yes. No.
It's dwarves.
Dwarves are art decor. Yeah, I got it backwards. So, Art Deco
Not hobbits.
or dwarves, and elves are Art Nouveau. I still got elves in there somewhere. Okay. So I'll put it in here. Save it. Save photo. Not in there. I am not working on audio today.
At least not right now.
Not right now, yeah. Not today, actually. I'm almost done. It's just uploading. It takes all day to upload, but he's like, you don't have to leave your computer on. I'm like, nope, it uploads to the cloud. And he's like, wow, that's great. I'm like, I know, I'm going to sit on my ass and do nothing. The more you know. So as far as hauntings go, of course, it's a theater. It's going to be fucking haunted, right? So the first haunted thing is Carmen. A face reportedly floats through the seating area after closing and is identified as Carmen, thought to be a vaudeville performer who fell to her death in the 1920s.
That's not fun.
No. Mr. Bricks is a presence in the old projector room, and he is rumored to linger among the film equipment and reels. He used to be one of the guys who ran the projectors. There is, of course, as in every opera house or large auditorium, a prop spirit. Oh yeah. Oh, that was my other thumb. Cold spots and sudden temperature drops detected around the auditorium. Screams and eerie voices sometimes heard during quiet late night rehearsals and performances. I'm out.
No
Nope.
thanks. Nah,
Nope.
not happening.
I'm okay with this. Not okay with that.
Right.
And of course, you know, the prop spirit roams the basement prop storage and often unsettles staff who works late. And of course, there's cold spots, temperature drops, things that move, sporadic cold drafts and moving objects, even though there's no windows open. It's windowless. Uh, Props or chairs are moved without explanation. They just move. Employees and cast members report an overall uneasy sensation when alone in the building after hours. So they all have the buddy system.
Right. Don't blame them whatsoever.
And a ghost hunting team recently investigated and recorded floating orbs in the darkened auditorium.
No thanks. None of that.
So the next place we're going to talk about in South Dakota has been used in a couple of movies. Like Old Money.
Right.
It's known as Easton Castle.
Okay.
Built in 1889 by C.A. Bliss, a wealthy hotelier farmer, originally named Otella Frank Baum, who lived in Aberdeen from 88 to 91, attended parties here. And the mansion's library is based off of The Wizard of Oz.
Interesting.
So I have some pictures of that. Oh, I didn't send you the pictures for the... I'm so great. So great. Where's... Wait, I did send you the Dakota. No, I didn't. So here's Dakota Theater. Taking a pause. Let's go back. You look at that while I send you Easton Castle. So the photos don't do it justice. It's absolutely beautiful. But in 1893, Bliss lost it to banker Carol Francis Easton, who he bricked the whole original wooden exterior with yellow brick by 1902, hence the nickname the Yellow Brick House. The Eastons lived there through the early 20th century, and C.F. Easton died in 1935. His son Russell retreated into seclusion after his mother's death in 44 and remained reclusive until his death in 65. In 67, it was slated for demolition. You see how beautiful it is?
Right.
It's absolutely stunning. But it was saved by veterinarian Sam Holman, who turned it into a vet clinic and began restoration on the house.
Okay.
His family continues to preserve efforts under the Easton Castle Otila Conservancy. It's listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and today it hosts tours. You can stay overnight, and it has a campground in the surrounding forest for visitors seeking history and enrichment.
No!
And it's haunted.
Obviously, because otherwise it wouldn't be on the list. Just no. No, 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 no. I will say it in multiple languages. No, 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 no.
Yet, nunca. 9. 9, 9, 9, 9. So, apparitions from the Easton family and staff have been reported being seen around the property, including the forest and the surrounding grounds. They report seeing a shadowy woman believed to be the Easton housekeeper. Also, might be Frank Baum's niece, Leslie Gage, who was the inspiration for Dorothy. I thought that was kind of cool if you look at her picture side by side. Kind of looks the same. Other sightings include a man in the early 1900s suit in parlors, hearing footsteps, and sudden knocks without explanation. Sorry. I keep forgetting how tart it is. There is a knife-wielding phantom.
Are we going to need a moment?
No, I gotta keep going. Some visitors have claimed being chased or threatened by a spirit with a knife. That's already scary as it is. What's even creepier is a child with a knife, which that was in the news the other day, and I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, no thanks.
There's also cold sport, cold spots and creaking floorboards, which of course is a typical old house. It has the same.
The floor's creaky.
Yeah, it's got the lath and plaster on most of the house, so it's gonna be having cold drafts, creaks, shifting sounds.
When you buy an old house, guys, these come with the property.
I'm just saying. So there are party guest spirits who like to live it up in this house. Echoes of laughter, music from earlier eras have been reported, possibly memory residue from a lively past. We've talked about it with Meg. That houses hold on to memories, and it's like a loop. So that's probably what it is. I'm just going to lower this just a skosh. The current owners are actually skeptical that it's even haunted. Tandy Holman and her granddaughter Sam suggest that much is rumored due to the castle's isolation and its grand aura, yet it doesn't dismiss all of the people who have come to stay and their experiences.
I feel like the ghosts are just like, we're here, and they're just ADHD. I don't remember closing that, or
it's like when Frank wants attention, but he doesn't want to be out. So spirits are normally 90% of the time invisible to the naked eye. They have to use energy in order to show themselves. Except for mediums, we get to see them like 99% of the time. There's 1% where Frank just likes to off and he just doesn't appear. I come out to the kitchen. Josh and I are dead asleep. We remember going to bed the night before, putting away. I'm on video call with Emily. And I shut all of the cabinet doors.
Wake up the next morning, they're all open.
They're all open, including the dishwasher and underneath the sink. All
You're
the
like,
doors.
Really? If you needed something that badly, why did you not, one, wake me up, didn't ask where the fuck was, but also close the damn doors?
You want to know why all of them were open?
Why?
My trunk was open. It was backed up to the garage door, but my trunk was open. But so it was only open
up all those doors, but he couldn't go outside and close your damn trunk for you.
Listen, I'm saying it takes all that energy, and he could have just closed the damn. And I was like, you know what, whatever. So of course, talking about rude ghosts, we're now moving on to Fort Sisseton.
Great.
Say that 20 times fast. Forts are our least favorite talked about.
Well, and especially because the ones that were in the West, lots of deaths.
Lots of deaths. More than people
and only probably like half of them were from like actual like injuries from fighting.
Right.
A third of it is sickness, gangrene, sepsis. And then the rest of it is they were doing stupid shit and hurt themselves.
Right. I'm just going to cut this here tree. No, Paul, don't.
Or they got kicked by a horse or something.
Do you know how many people died from horse kicks because people are dumb? A lot.
Too damn many.
Too damn many.
Like, how hard is it to pay attention, one, to the horse's ears? Also, to keep one hand on the horse's body as you go behind it, so that way it knows that you're right there.
Right. Also, let's not get started on the fucking people that go to Buckingham Palace and stand so close to the horses that
But they have a white box now, and
they have a white box, and they still go, oh,
and they
I'm
get yelled
fine.
at. They get yelled at now.
Meanwhile, did you see the blind guy that was like, I don't know where I can stand. Can someone guide me where I can stand? And the first one was they were leading him over to the box, and he stepped inside the box. The horse didn't react because he couldn't. He has the cane.
And like, the horses are great because they know when somebody can't help it, and they will be gentle with them. Whereas when people are just being entitled little dicks, and then they get bit. Pretty much. No, they get yelled at, then they get bit.
Right. So, of course, with forts, before the military ever arrived, land was sacred Native American tribal land.
Right.
So it was used for hunting, ceremonies, burial, and living in harmony with nature. So military established it as Fort Wadsworth in 1864, and it served as a U.S. Army outpost, hosting cavalry and infantry to the northern plains until it was renamed Fort Sisseton in 1876 to honor the Sisseton Sioux Scouts, which I like that. I don't like the fact that they use the land, but, you know, whatever. Buffalo soldiers were from here, quote unquote. So companies E and G of the 25th Infantry, which was the African American Buffalo soldiers, were stationed there from 1884 to 1888. They built the guardhouse and even carved their names into the bricks. So that's the song Buffalo Soldiers. That's where they're from.
Right.
After the Army left in 1889, the site became a cattle ranch and hunting lodge. In the 1930s, it hosted WPA camp during the Depression, and in the 1990s, it functioned as a work site for inmates engaged in restoration. So, like, if you got arrested, that's where you go work. Breaking rocks and shit.
Gotta, be productive.
Pay the papa. So it was designated as a state historical park in 1959 and listed in the National Register of Historic Places in 1973, and now preserves 14 original buildings across 35 acres.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Did you know that you can go visit all of these sites for free for a one-time fee a year? I think it's like $20 to get historic national parks.
Oh yeah. Love that.
Pass. You may want to look it up, but I think that's how much it costs. Of course, onto the hauntings. The first one always being a lady.
Always a woman.
In white.
Can't always be any other color. They always have to choose white.
It's okay. They didn't know any better. So the first one is about a servant girl in period night clothes. Not period like menses, but like that time period night clothes. Also, it's not called a night shirt. It's called a night shift.
Yes.
It's called a shift. That's where shirt came from, was a shift. The more you know. Shooting star. And she's sometimes seen wandering towards the officers' quarters. Little much. And across the boardwalk, holding a candle.
She also could have lived in the officers' quarters.
She could have, however,
because the married officers would have housing
True.
with their families.
True. She was seen holding a candle to, quote unquote, I hate this word, burn bed bugs, as she reportedly did in the 1870s.
Considering that most of the time the beds were filled with straw.
Yeah.
I mean, I could understand. You would just dump it out and
Burn it.
Burn,
I
baby,
don't.
burn.
Disco Inferno. There was a little boy first spotted in the 1990s during a restoration. He is playful, tugs at the visitors' pant legs, or joins kids
He
during
just
parade
wants
routes.
to have fun.
He is seen escorting guests out of the building at night. And of course, he probably has eyeballs, so that
I
kind of
would hope
helps.
so.
The Buffalo Soldier, J.C. Smith, was the spirit of a black cavalryman believed to be J.C. Smith of Company E. He has reportedly tapped guards on the shoulder and stared them down near the guardhouse, where his name is inscribed in brick.
Like,
That would be some
get your
shit
shit
I
and
would
get
do.
out.
What you doing here? Like, oh. There's also the soul of a spontaneous cavalry soldier, which is less frequently seen. A mounted cavalry ghost has appeared. Sightings are rare, fewer than 10. Spotted galloping during night tours and events held at night. And of course, this place has been featured on Bagel Bites' show, as well as ghost investigation fundraisers held in the schoolhouse or library hosting professional paranormal teams. You can actually buy in to go watch these things happen, $45 to $100 a person. Haunted Ford October nights feature a scary haunted maze, hay rides, fire pits, ghost stories, and concessions, all for $5. Night of Thrills and Chills is a lantern tours which rely on kerosene lamps and scary tales, highlighting the respect for the spirits while entertaining families. I'm good.
Same. No thanks.
We're about to get to your favorite part of this whole thing, which I was really excited to find out about. Laura Ingalls Wilder Historic Home.
Okay.
You ready to hear about her?
Yes.
Okay. So Laura Ingalls Wilder, who was from 1867, not 86, 1867 to 1957. She was an American author famous for her Little House series. And it was based on her pioneer childhood in the late 19th century.
Yes.
So she's famous, like famous. And several homes associated with the family have been preserved as historic sites, primarily located in De Smet, South Dakota, and other states such as Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Missouri. I've been to the one in Wisconsin. Cute little house.
Right. That was Big House in the Little Woods or something.
The Smet homes include the original Ingalls family home, the Wilder family home, and the surveyor's house where Laura and her husband Almanzo lived.
Yes.
These homes provide a glimpse into pioneer life, featuring original and recreated furnishings, artifacts, and surrounding prairie landscape that inspired Laura's stories. Okay, let's see if this one's tart. No.
Okay, it just needed to be well mixed.
I already mix it, so I don't understand. The sites are maintained by the Laura Ingalls Wilder Historic Homes Association, and it attracts many visitors annually who want to experience real life settings of her famous books. And I use it in quotes because it has Wi-Fi. It's like, oh, that's nifty.
You gotta keep up with the times.
Listen, I get it. I understand. We love a girl who hustles. So while these historic homes are cherished for cultural and literary significance, there are some visitors who have reported subtle paranormal experiences as well as staff.
I mean, yeah.
Of course, it's haunted.
Exactly.
Been around forever. So reports include occasional unexplained footsteps, whispering, or the feeling of being watched. Often described as gentle and not threatening.
Well, yeah, she just wants to carry on and go about her business, and she's whispering because she doesn't want it to bother you.
Probably, more than likely. Visitors claim to feel sudden temperature changes or seen fleeting shadows near the outside of the houses, particularly during dusk or quiet hours. It's not widely documented or has intense hauntings, as what's stated, but the sites maintain a respectful aura of mystery consistent with many preserved pioneer era dwellings. So the Wilder Historic Homes central landmarks are offering insight into early American pioneer life. And while the hauntings are minimal and mostly anecdotal, like the house settling or a slight breeze or a creak, the sites carry this atmosphere, and visitors claim to have seen haunted things happen. Um, I think there may be echoes that
Right.
happen there. I don't think it's 100% haunted, sadly. But then again, we can always go there.
I mean, I'm
See
down.
for itself. I mean, I'm totally down for that. I love that. I really want to go back to the house in California. I think it's the Lewis Carroll house. It's out in the woods.
Okay.
I know it's out in the middle of nowhere. My ex took me there once, but the only reason why I remember it is because that's where he broke up with me.
He took you out of the middle of the woods and then broke up with you?
Because he knew I'd be too distracted by the architecture, because it was Art Deco. Or no, it was Art Nouveau, because it was very florally and very like.
I can't get over the fact he took you to the middle of nowhere and then broke up with you.
Yeah, yeah. I found out it was because he was dating a married couple. Good for him.
Okay.
Love it. Fully supportive, but probably shouldn't see it and cut it because I was living with him. Anyways, moving on. So here are the pictures from the Laura Ingalls house, which I'm going to be showing throughout the video, obviously, but I'm sending them to Rachel now. That's not that. That's that. And then next on our haunted tour through South Dakota, we have the Lucky Nugget. I have gone to the Lucky Nugget. It is the only place I've gone to.
Compared to the buildings around it, it's completely out of place.
It is so out of place. The customer service was like 10 out of 10. It was really good. My grandpa wanted to go to like all of these different casinos before he died. And my mom's like, all right, fine. Like, we'll do one last hurrah. I ate so much. I was fatter than I was now. So the original purpose of the building was a brothel and a gambling hall on Deadwood's iconic Main Street. Over time, it evolved into the Lucky Nugget. It continued the town's legacy as a hub of vice and entertainment. It's located right in the heart of historic Deadwood, and the upstairs brothel attracted many gamblers and nefarious characters during its heyday, including some gunslingers.
Oh boy!
Which, if you want me to, pew pew. If you want me to only talk about Deadwood, I can do like a full episode on that. You guys can comment. I can do that. But just letting you know. The casino is now permanent. Oh, I forgot about this. I just did the notes. The casino is now permanently closed, but the structure remains as a testament to Deadwood's wildwood past. So, of course, the hauntings include prostitutes.
That's because that's the time frame.
We support all working women here. The second floor contains the brothel, which is where most of the spirits for the working women are.
Yes.
Phantom footsteps echo in empty hallways, often in the old brothel area. Staff report being touched, caressed, and pushed, sensing the presence of another. Some even smell perfume with no visible source around. Shadowy figures of fleeting apparitions include what appears to be a child's ghosts, but yet have been seen. I'm good.
Right.
There have been a lot of numerous paranormal investigations. One of them was on a TV show, which I can't remember the name for the life of me, and I couldn't find it online. But they dropped them like in the middle of nowhere to actually see if the person is clairvoyant or is a medium. And they leave them there with somebody who's like a normie and a clairvoyant.
Yeah.
So they can like figure it out. And I'm like, oh my God, I remember this being on that episode. But I was like sick out of my gourd at the time, so I can't remember. But hey, whatever. You live and you learn. So the Black Hills paranormal investigators documented strong EVP responses with disembodied voices like Madame Gwendolyn and Anna Mae Clark captured on audio.
Okay.
They also detected abnormal EMF spikes, footsteps, whispering, cold spots, and they ended up validating a lot of the staff complaints from over the years. Do you want to hear the best response?
Yes. Yes.
Even in the casino gaming area, people have heard heavy boot steps above them and watch a shadowy figure loiter near tables.
No, thank you.
On quieter nights, echoes of the brothel era voices and sighs can be heard drifting upstairs. My question is, like, what kind of sighs?
Right.
Like,
I have
is
questions.
it saucy sighs? Like the kind that we can't talk about? Or is it more like,
Right. Is it just somebody just exhaled too heavy, or is it
something else?
something else, or somebody just fed up with your shit size? Like questions.
I know you,
like there's different types. Come on, guys.
right. I know you'd be fed up with my shit. Come on now. So, of course, Lucky Casino. I think that's the one that I went to, I'm pretty sure. But where's all the photos? Do I only have one? I only have the one. So, this is Mount Marty College.
Okay.
Did you know
it just
that there's
looks haunted as fuck?
Yes, it does. Did you know that there's 3 colleges in the United States called Mount Marty?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, Bishop Martin Marty invited the Benedictine sisters in the 1870s to establish a girls' school and a convent
Okay.
overlooking the Missouri River. You guys know where this is going. Long faithfuls will know we are discussing nuns.
Fun.
My least favorite topic to talk about on the show. Fucking hate nuns. Not actual nuns. I love the nuns that I went to school with, but
we don't like the dead nuns.
They don't have feet.
Well, at least not the ones you've encountered.
Listen. Why?
It's just the feet missing. At least they have the eyes.
Right.
And faces.
No, I'm very grateful for that. So, in 1936, it was launched as Mount Mary Junior College for Women. Ow. Bad thing about this seat is it's so far up, it actually touches the drawers on the desk, but it's fine. I can now sit crisscross applesauce, so it's good. In 1951, it transitioned to a 4-year college for women and men, and it started awarding bachelor's degrees. Or no, it didn't become men until, of course, a college can't become men. Yeah. 1969, it became co-educational, so men and women could go there. Graduate programs were added in the 1980s and 90s. In July 2020, it became renamed as Mount Marty University. It's got 80 acres of historic and modern buildings. It's right above Yankton, so it's still out in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot here. And obviously, because it is a university, there are going to be sewer slides and unexplained disappearances and accidents. But we're only going to be talking about a few. I think only one of them is a. So, just readjust her. Okay. So, that's the ice maker. There's a construction worker spirit which allegedly fell to his death during campus renovation work. Showers, water fountains, and electrical systems turn on and off by themselves, and footsteps or shadowy figures are often reported. There is in Corby Residence Hall a vanishing student, where a female student supposedly disappeared after stepping into the elevator. Some say her distress is still palpable, and people report the elevator riding itself and a pervasive, uneasy feeling nearby. So it goes up and down and stops on random floors by itself.
No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
My elevators at work already do that. No.
I know. And for those of you who are wondering who haven't been around in forever, Rachel does work at a haunted hotel.
It's not fun, guys.
It's funny for me.
You're right, because you listen to me bitch about it all the time.
So, Whitby Hall, room 200 is said to be so haunted, it has remained vacant for years.
Of course it does.
No light ever reaches the door, even on bright days. Apparitions have been spotted, which is a man in gray polyester pants, in a hard hat, figures in a hard hat, and figures in blue suits, and a silent white figure standing in the corner.
Quit standing in the corner.
I know, seriously, stop being creepy. Of course, there is a hall named Dakota Hall, where there was an attic tragedy. A teen boy reportedly unalived himself in the dorm attic after being locked up. His presence, along with strange sounds and feelings, is often felt. Moving on, there are hauntings at the fraternity and sorority houses. The Alpha Phi house and the Lambda Chi Alpha house, there are two spirits, one male, sewer slide, due to academic failure, and one female died after an infected hat pin scratch. You know, the things that you used to put in your hair. Hat. Keep it in your hair. For those of you who don't know what hat pins are, they were things. Delta 2 Delta Jerry, a frat brother who shot himself in a shower in the late 1950s and 60s, allegedly haunts the house. He's known for tampering with electrical devices and watching TV or putting on DVDs in the basement. He's just like a dude bro, just chilling. Old gym or music hall. Convent, not convict. That would be weird. A convent.
It would be very weird.
Convent music teacher's ghost, believed to be a nun, reportedly haunts the costume room and the stage area, and sometimes is felt or faintly seen. That had a lot of tongue twisters for me. Of course, now we're starting to get to the last part of the alphabet. We only got, yes, I'm counting on my fingers. We got 4 left. Next, we have Mount Rushmore Brewing Company. Do you want to know why this particular brewery is haunted?
Despite the fact that it's on Native American land?
This whole house is on.
The whole state is Native American land, but...
Yes. Just take a look at the photos.
Somebody drank too much and died on the property.
No.
Not a clue.
You're not going to get it. Come on, one more guess. Give me one more good guess.
I mean, obviously somebody died on the property.
No. Technically.
Technically.
Look at the photo.
It used to be a hotel, didn't it?
The building was originally a funeral home and crematory before transforming into a restaurant and brewery.
Interesting.
The crematorium remains visible in its basement.
Fuck that shit.
In recent years, it's served as Mount Rushmore Brewing Company and Pounding Fathers in Custer. And sorry, that sounds like a drag bar. Pounding Fathers. And now hosts a Hill City Harley Davidson showroom. So in the basement, staff describe hearing clacking pool balls on unmanned tables, footsteps and unexplained noises around the old crematory, and cups, furniture, and pool balls move by themselves.
I just want to have fun.
I know, but there's
Shoot some
sometimes
pool, have a couple of drinks, have a good time.
Except the pool balls aren't found on the pool tables the next day. They're just in random spots.
I mean, of course, because, you know, having fun. Like,
right. So employees had meant to avoid the third floor completely due to unsettling sensations and sounds. One local shared this review. Objects, this was on hauntedplaces.org. Objects move and strange noises are heard. They could see and hear pool balls moving on their own. I've seen ghosts, orbs in the basement, a demon manifested in the most horrendous and terrifying growl. No, dude. I'm good. I'm
no
great.
thanks.
No thanks. Oh, Sylvia.
Right.
That's so sad.
Focus.
Sorry. I will cut out that whole part where I'm just like zoned out. I was trying to put pictures into the chat. Okay. That's not, this is it. Okay. So next we have the Orpheum Theater. It was built in 1913. It's in downtown Sioux Falls. It was commissioned by the McKinnon family, who were prominent Sioux Falls philanthropists. They got a lot of money. The theater was originally called the Orpheum Vaudeville House and was part of the larger Orpheum Circuit, which was a major vaudeville and live entertainment chain across the United States. It was designed by local architect Joe Schwartz in the Beaux Arts style, and the theater is featured elaborate detailing, chandeliers, and a grand proscenium arch, making it the crown jewel of live entertainment in the region. In the 1920s and 30s, the theater transitioned from live vaudeville to motion pictures. In the 50s, the theater fell into decline, and that's when television gained popularity and fewer people wanted to attend live or movie performances in person. The Orpheum was nearly demolished in the 1970s, but it was saved by a group of concerned citizens and preservationists who recognized its cultural and architectural significance. The city of Sioux Falls purchased the building in 1975, and it underwent restoration and has since been maintained as a historic venue for live performances. The Orpheum is now part of the Sioux Falls Art Council and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. And of course, we got the hauntings. The most well-known, Larry. They have a ghost named
Larry.
Larry.
I mean, I have one named George, so I mean,
that's fine. We got one named Frank. It's funny. Hales is like, "Oh yeah, my guy Frank. His name is not Frank. That's what she calls him. That is not his name, and he does not like it. She still calls him Frank." And I was like, "You got to respect him, man."
I mean, I'm pretty sure George's name is not George, but that's just what we call him.
Right. But I mean, I think it's Wilbur. Yeah. No, Haley's.
I was like, you would have a better chance of finding out what my ghost's name is than I would.
Well, so your poor thumb.
No. I slammed my door into, or I slammed my thumb into my door
You slammed your
the
door
other
into your
night.
thumb.
Like getting out of the vehicle to go into work. It hurts, guys. My I don't know if
Yeah, we can. That's a big thumb. Big thumb.
it hurts.
I know. Okay. Larry. Larry is just mischievous. He is a completely harmful spirit. Harmless, not harmful. Harmless. Larry is believed to have been a previous vaudeville performer who died in the building. There aren't any exact records for that time, but they gave him the nickname Larry. They don't know his actual name. However, there are phantom footsteps on the catwalks and behind the stage where no one is there. Cold spots in the dressing rooms and backstage areas, even in the middle of summer. Unexplained voices or whispering or calling out names. Often heard when the theater is empty, lights turning on and off without explanation, and equipment malfunctioning during rehearsals. Actors and crew report the eerie feeling of being watched from the balcony, especially during late night rehearsals. Some have seen shadowy figures dart across the stage and peek out from behind curtains.
Quit peeking behind things.
Right. So during one rehearsal, a prop moved on its own in front of multiple witnesses. It just moved across the stage. A visitor once fainted in the lobby after claiming to see a man in vintage clothing disappear into a wall.
No, thank you.
The locals believe that the theater's long history of performances and deep emotional energy have left spiritual residue, making it a hot spot for residual and intelligent hauntings. So we got our final two in our piece de resistance. Okay? Okay. So we now have the Sisseton Hospital, which I don't think I have a picture of that. I don't. I'll get one. You can look it up. Sisseton Hospital in Rapid City. It was established in 1898 as a Rapid City Indian school. So this is what a lot of history books don't tell you, and what a lot of people have been speaking about for the last 10 years is the forced assimilation of Native American children into American culture or English only rules.
Right.
Some of the pictures I've seen and some of the documents I've read on researching these, it's horrible.
It's
and
awful.
It really is. They cut off. So in my culture, I don't cut my hair in honor of my religion. I only cut it once a year, and it's typically in October. Like I can cut like trim, but
Right.
not. So my hair,
drastic cut.
right? My hair is to here, so I can go and get it trimmed like maybe a half inch, and I'll be fine. But they cut their hair. They wouldn't let them wear their protective beads or their protective clothing. They had to Americanize their names, that kind of thing, and it's terrible. Many children suffered neglect, abuse, disease, and 40 to 50 children died on site, being buried in unmarked graves. In 33 to the 60s, it was converted into a TB sanitarium or tuberculosis sanitarium for natives, and later became the Sioux Sanatorium. TB patients endured severe experimental treatments and harsh conditions. Madonna Swan described it as a place where Native Americans went to die. Like there are books about this place.
Right.
It was known as hell. In 55 to the 60s, it was taken over by the Indian Health Service, which good. Inpatient and emergency services ceased in the 1960s, and later it served as an outpatient clinic. The site today is replaced by new Oyate Health Center. Demolition of most of the historic structure began in 2023 amid tribal protests. Because they still want to use it, you know? And the reason Rachel isn't saying anything is this is one of those topics where I'm heated.
Right. And it's a lot. And I know if I say something, then we're going to go off
down a rabbit hole. Because
and we're never going to get this.
We're
going to get this wrapped up.
Well, I think it was 10 years ago when I found out I was like 17% Native.
Right.
And one of my friends was like, aren't you going to? Nope. I do not deserve that. Like, I do not deserve to get any benefits. That is all for them. If I had a main, like if my mom was like 100% or my dad was 100%, yeah, I would definitely.
Like if you had like more, a higher percentage, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no. Mm-mm. Do I want to learn more? Yes, absolutely. But every time I get into it, I get pissed. So, of course, our least favorite type of ghost children who do not have eyes. Visitors, guards, and staff report hearing children crying, wailing, and footsteps, particularly on the third floor, where the former dorms used to be. Apparitions of Native American children have been spotted seeming aimless, staring downward, fading after seconds. Orbs are frequently seen near the grounds and building exterior, especially above the unmarked graves of children and TB patients. And the night shift has reportedly quit due to terrifying encounters and persistent paranormal activity.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not either. There are things that I've read in my research where it never gets better. So, on to something a little bit, quote unquote, happier. Old architecture, old Minnehaha Courthouse Museum.
Okay, that is a mouthful.
Minnehaha. As you can see from the photos I sent you and from the photos I'm putting on the video, beautiful architecture. Yes. That staircase.
A lot of stonework.
So it's located in Sioux Falls, as most of the stuff here. This county courthouse was constructed between 1889 and 1893. It stands as a testament to Richardsonian Romanesque architecture. Say that 20 times fast. It was designed by a local architect named Wallace Dow, and the courthouse was built using native Sioux quartzite, which a lot of the older places were.
Right.
And upon completion, it was touted as the largest courthouse between Chicago and Denver.
Okay.
So it served as the judicial center until 1962. And the building now functions as Old Courthouse Museum under the Siouxland Heritage Museums Alliance.
Okay.
It houses exhibits detailing the region's history, including a rich Native American culture and early settler life and development of Sioux Falls. But of course, we didn't come here for the history.
Never.
I'm sorry. It's so sweet. Just like you.
More like just like you.
Nah, uno reverse. So, Courthouse's rich history has given rise to numerous and extensive ghost stories. There have been lots of reported phenomena. So staff and visitors have recounted experiences such as hearing disembodied footsteps, your favorite, witnessing curtains move without cause, and feeling sudden drops of temperature. The usual.
The normal.
One notable tale involves an elderly man sweeping the courtroom who vanishes upon approach.
Like, he's just trying to live his best afterlife. Like, just
So cleaning when he's
making sure the
dead?
place stays clean. Like, because he don't want to listen to people bitch about it being dirty.
Stupid fucking white bitches. Gotta keep this place clean.
Even after I'm dead, nobody can take care of this place.
Museum educator Pavo Rasmussen shared an unsettling experience where he heard the distinct sound of a typewriter being used behind him, despite there being no typewriter around him.
I mean, obviously somebody has to keep things in
Right. In working
order there.
Yes. I keep getting messages from one of my friends. Are you going to the store? No. Additionally, the building's clock tower has been a focal point of spectral sightings. Witnesses have reported seeing figures, sometimes a man or a distressed woman, appearing in the open air arches above the clocks, which if you look at the photo, you can see there's a little ledge. Like it's not big.
Yeah.
Adding to the eerie ambiance, some visitors ambiance, right? Ambience?
Yes. Ambiance.
Some visitors have experienced things in the restroom, including toilets.
People can't even use the toilet in the restroom without being pestered. Jeez.
Well, the toilets flush by themselves, apparently. It's not one of those, like, magic...
So, they're paranormal automatic toilets.
Yes! It's like, I'm trying to take my shit here in peace. Thank you.
You've been sitting on the toilet for too long. Flush.
So, the courthouse is definitely super, super haunted. There is a night staff that works there. I couldn't find a lot of information, but
they probably have a revolving door of night staff.
Probably. Now,
except for the few, like, couple people that are hard of hearing, that's just like, yep, nope, that's fine.
I mean, I should definitely work there because I am hard of hearing. So this is my piece de resistance. The reason I picked this one is because of the name.
Yes.
The Pettigrew House. Beta Pettigrew. Only reason why I picked it. So, constructed in 1889 for Thomas and Jeannie McMartin, this Queen Anne style home is built from red brick and Sioux quartzite. And you will see why I picked it.
That's gorgeous.
When are we moving?
Right.
When are we moving? Because that is like the house of my dreams. It's got a wraparound and it's beautiful. It's got turrets. It's amazing. So it was purchased in 1911 by Richard Franklin Pettigrew, South Dakota's first U.S. senator.
Okay.
It was purchased for $12,000, which I have no idea what it is in today's dollars. This is 1911.
1911?
Yeah. You're going to look it up?
Yes.
Okay. We're just going to...
What was the amount?
It was $12,000.
That's not too expensive. It is equivalent to $406,061 or $406,061.05.
For that type of home, that's not bad.
Right? For an inflation rate of 3.14% per
Yeah.
year between then and now. Yeah, but like
That's
for
not
that
bad.
size of a house, it's
Right.
not bad at all.
Well, Senator Pettigrew was like a huge traveler, and he was an amateur archaeologist, and he collected Native American artifacts.
Of course he did.
So,
Don't do that, guys.
No, don't. Please don't. If you find something, please turn it over to like a museum. I used to find arrowheads at my friend's house in like the creek that went behind their house in California. I used to take it to the museum in town.
Right.
Like I found this in the creek bed. And they would go out there once a month looking for things in the creek bed. They found a bunch of shit. Anyways.
Right, because the water would end up bringing it up.
So the house opened as a museum in 1925, displaying Pettigrew's extensive collection of artifacts, including but not limited to stone tools, firearms, Native American clothing, and natural history specimens.
I hate it.
A white man.
Always a white man.
Willed to the city upon Pettigrew's death in 1926, with the stipulation it be maintained as a museum. An addition was added in 1930 to accommodate the growing collection of stuff that they found. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places as part of the Cathedral Historic District in 1974. And of course, the Pettigrew House and Museum is haunted.
Of course it is.
There is the scent of perfume, reported being a heavy, strong perfume, believed to be associated with Mrs. Pettigrew.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it was his second wife who wore a lot of heavy perfume. As far as apparitions, there are claims of being ghostly figures, including a woman in white and a child with blood on her face, believed to be the spirit of a McMartin child who died in the home. There are some things that are felt. Visitors have described a darker or heavier mood in certain areas of the house, particularly on the second floor. And of course, unexplained noises like footsteps, doors slamming, other unexplained sounds have been shared by those who have spent time in the house. So while those are anecdotal, they contribute to the Pettigrew home, and the reputation is one of Sioux Falls' most intriguing and haunted historical sites. You can also go visit. It is a museum.
You can.
I do not know if you can stay overnight, but yeah, it's definitely a thing. I think there was only. Oh, I sent you that. I'm looking at all the photos just to make sure. Yeah, I sent you everything. But South Dakota is like, I've only gone to South Dakota once. It was for my grandpa. I think that was the casino we went to. I will find out for my mother if it was, but that is the haunting of South Dakota. Ladies, gadies, and dadies. I hated it.
I enjoyed it, but I hated it.
I hated researching it. Because we were talking on the phone yesterday, and she's just like, so you have anything ready for tomorrow? I'm like, what do you mean? Well, I went twice, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's my turn. I've been so focused on getting the book done, which the book is now done. Boxes are over there. There are books on the floor. I just ordered book 3, so it should be here in 3 freaking weeks. But
you want a joke?
The first book was supposed to be here in 2 weeks. It did not get here until a month and 2 weeks later.
Right.
Because distribution and everything changed over from overseas to local in the States now.
And then they didn't tell you.
No. And so I now know this one's going to take a little bit longer, but I should get it mid-July, which is fine.
Right.
If you guys heard anything that you want me to dive deeper on, like Deadwood, let us know. If you have a particular topic, you can email us at tpw3mpodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on our Facebook page, which I don't even know how many followers we have. Let me just...
While you look that up, I have a joke.
You have a joke? Okay, what's the joke?
¿Cómo se dice un zapato en inglés?
A shoe?
The shoe. For those that don't know, I asked, how do you say a shoe in English? And she said, a shoe.
A shoe.
Because it sounds like achoo.
Achoo. We have 54 followers on our page on Facebook. We have 105 followers on Instagram. We also have a Facebook group which has over 100 followers. But 3 of the profiles are me. I'm not even the least bit sorry. But we have 104 on that one. On our YouTube, though, hold on. Let me go over there. We have 13 subscribers. And we now have 86. Well, this is going to be our 90th episode.
Holy crap.
Oh my God. Okay, so 10 more episodes. 10 more episodes. We got to do something big for 100. What are we going to do? Maybe that'll be Emily's episode that she sends me the research for.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure out something.
We'll find something that tickles your brain. But in the meanwhile, don't forget to take your meds. Stay feral.
Bite the hand and stay safe.
Next time. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Next time on the Pandemonium Witches. Okay, so it'd be 6 months before the badly decomposed bodies were discovered by local fishermen. Investigators initially were completely stumped, but small flecks of auto body paint were found on the duct tape used on the victims.
I'm just saying, if it was Georgia State Patrol, they wouldn't have let him go.
They wouldn't. Listen, if y'all hadn't seen shit, watch the reels for Georgia State Patrol. Then, when Danny Lee said he could not kill a child, he said, in good conscience, I cannot kill a child. Chevy Kehoe pushed him to the side and killed her. It is not tart today.
That's good.
Oh, that is so good.
It was very well mixed then.
Yes. I used a chopstick this time.